You're listening to Independent TV 7. Kindly click on the like button and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Independent TV 7. Also, don't forget to click the bell icon to get more notification. Thanks for watching. Well, I know they finish. I don't know how this present administration of Buhari think Nigerians, the real Nigerians are, because you're now telling us that INEC to bar women with makeup from voting in Anambra poll. Okay. Okay. Well, if truly there is going to be vote in that region, concerning the governorship election, I don't think the INEC has the capacity, or INEC, knows what they are doing, and they have the right to tell people to vote or not to vote. It is your own primary right if you want to vote, and if you don't want to still vote, you sit down at home and don't vote, or you vote whoever you want to vote for. The reason why I'm saying this is just because of so many agitations going on here and there. Independent National Electoral Commission has warned that women with makeup may be denied their right to vote during the November 6th governorship election in Anambra State. The governorship in Anambra State, the election itself is worrisome. So many controversies over the election, like what Malami, said. The so-called government of Buhari said there's going to be state of emergency because of the insecurity challenges, be developing that state. But the governor debunked and says, "What rubbish are you saying? What is our business with insecurity?" There, in the last 6 years, if you would recount that, Anambra State has been so peaceful. But before a state of emergency can be placed on the Anambra State, Malami should go to Kaduna, Zamfara, Borno, Bauchi, Plateau, the northern part of the country, and declare state of emergency before you come back to the east. Let alone Anambra come and declare a state of emergency. Well, the advice concerning this INEC of a thing, by barring women from making up, not to vote. Would always argue in the northern part. I believe the government of Buhari is just, I will tell you, the constitution is just Sharia law. They want to impose Sharia law on Nigerians. They should rather go back to the north and tell those that are voting that there is no underage voting. One, if you don't have voter's card, you can't vote. That's just it. And there's no manipulation of result, because as it is, they said they don't want to pass to bill electronic transmission, or rather electronic voting. If those two can't be provided, then there is no election. So even if the governorship election is taking place in November 6th, people believe that, okay, this is just governorship. The main election is the presidency, the presidential election, that people will definitely not. It's just someone say 50-50 that we may come out and we may not come out, because there are so many atrocities this present administration has committed. And someone also said, why will you say you want to ban women with makeup in voting or for voting? Go to the north and tell those that are wearing hijab, also not to vote, because most of the men and women are under that hijab, carrying AK-47, carrying guns and trying to intimidate those people voting or to steal ballot box. Well, INEC, which is the Independent National Electoral Commission, I believe, it's added the chairman is also a Fulani man. So they are just trying to use sentiments and being sentimental in their dissemination of information. They are all Fulani, trying to jeopardize southern region. But I would always say that indirectly or directly, you believe or you don't believe, that the Nigerian constitution it has been abolished by this present administration. They're trying to impose on us Sharia law. Why will you tell somebody to vote or not to vote? Or why would you tell somebody or to bar women from wearing makeup so that if they want to vote? Have they told you they needed to vote? Why will you tell them? So it's their right to vote, and it is their right also not to vote, and it is their right to vote for whoever they wish and they like to vote for. And someone already said that, okay, if you want to impose or to bar women in the southern region, especially November 6th, which is coming up for Anambra election, governorship election, you go back to the northern part of the country, tell those that are wearing hijab not to vote also. And meanwhile, in the meantime, people have been saying, agitating, that if there is no electronic transmission of vote or electronic voting, nobody will come out to vote. You can vote from the confines of your zone, or rather, if it's only electronic transmission of vote, yes, they will come out. Well, and besides, it is not the facial approval. It's not your professional approval that will make you your vote count, or that will make your vote count. It is your thumbprint. You thumbprint, so the thumbprint is recognized. And meanwhile, you have to present your voter's card before you can vote. If you don't have voter's card, you can't vote. Underage not allowed. So you need to come out and vote. Then your thumbprint is what counts, not your facial expression and not whatever. But as it is, in the northern part, before Buhari came into government in 2015 and 2019 thereabout, I believe those that voted for Buhari and gave him those huge number of votes were underage, Fulani, imported into Nigeria. You understand? That's why he tried his possible best, to give them railway, so that there will be bilateral or trade by barter, from Buhari to compensate the Niger Republic, because I believe he said that is where he came from. I don't know. Well, but notwithstanding, he's still claiming to be from Daura, and that is why he is manipulating Nigerians and also putting those that do not merit some of the positions and sensitive and key positions to illiterate, and that's why Nigeria has gone bankrupt rather. And the learned, the professors, the doctors, the PhD holders are confused and do not know what they are doing, assuming Oshibajo, or professor, was the one leading this country. Where would have been, where Nigeria would have been. And I believe this is the first illiterate president in the world. I'm not even saying in Nigeria, in the world, that will be representing a whole country, a sovereign state, a republic. So Nigeria, as it is the only country that has produced an illiterate as a president. Most of the presidential candidates or presidents all over the world, they are all PhD holders. President of Ghana, for that small country, is a professor. He's a professor. Only Buhari does not even have certificate. He said he went to school. He had a school cert. The school cert he couldn't provide it. The one they even provided, rats don't chop him. So how come he became the president? For you to be in Nigeria, they believe Nigerians are very, very corrupt. Well, according to Osuji on the INEC bar on women wearing makeup, Osuji notified the electorate that the commission will make use of a bimodal voter accreditation system, the agency to capture voters' faces during the election. Okay, the Punch News also reported that female voters with excessive makeup may not be recognized by the device. As such, the electoral body pleaded with women who can do without makeup to apply them minimally when they come out to elect the candidate of their choices. Well, that is what they believe. They want people to come out and advising the women. You don't need to advise anybody, and now you don't even spoil everything by even advising them to come and vote, because they are already angry with you people. You're not telling them or advising them to come and vote, or to still bar them from wearing makeup. Everybody can come out, anybody can come out, voluntarily, because it's a voluntary something. The ones they've been voting for before now, what has been their benefit? The voting benefit. That's the question. So you're telling them to vote or not to vote is not even the yardstick. Because they believe who is the right person to be voted for, that can really, put things straight and make sure if he gets into that office, he will, disseminate whatever voting or whatever things that needed to be done. Well, this is Independent TV 7.